Like, look at how freaking big this is. This is huge. So I have found this giant puffball. This is not a mushroom, this is a fungi. I'm not gonna harvest this one. This is way bigger than I need to consume. Plus it's kind of soft, it's getting old, it's a little bit yellow. I'm gonna leave this here because once this matures, it's gonna dry out and there will be trillions and trillions of little spores. So when I come back in a few months to see this, or even next month, this is going to be dry, it's gonna be brown, it's gonna be a big ball of dust. And once those dust particles go everywhere, it is going to produce more giant puffballs. But I'm gonna go take a look for a giant puffball that I can actually eat. As cool as this one is. Oh no, did I sit on one? I'm so sorry, dude. So I just found a really nice puffball, giant puffball. Again, this is a fungus, not a mushroom, even though it kind of gets cooked up the same as a mushroom. Sort of the same idea. I'm gonna lift it up. And again, no real base. There's no stem, no nothing. This one just has this little nubbin that it was attached by. Can you see all of the mosquitoes? This is insane. Smooth and white. I'll break it open when I get home and show you guys what it looks like inside whenever I cook this up to eat it. There's no gills, no nothing. This is a giant puffball. It smells good, looks so cool. So I usually find these on the outsides of bushes or along trails of bushes, but you can find them anywhere. They could be in the pastures, they could be along, I don't know, trails. I just usually find them in the bush, mainly along the edges though. But I feel like they just grow anywhere. So I was walking looking for more puffballs and I found this and I wanted to show you. This is not an edible giant puffball. It's got a stem. Puffballs don't have stems. It's kind of brownish on top. Puffballs aren't kind of brownish on top. I'm gonna break it open and it's gonna be, ooh, a mosquito. And it's gonna be dark inside. Oh, and there are gills. Puffballs will not look like this inside. So this is not an edible giant puffball. This is not an edible giant puffball. And I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. I was able to harvest these two very beautiful giant puffballs. I'm gonna go home and start preparing them right now. Show you guys kind of how I do that because they have a very short shelf life. So I'm gonna chop this up and show you what we're working with. I do not wash the outside of these. There is a little leathery layer that's gonna peel right off and get off any dirt or whatever. So I don't wash the outsides. It gets kind of slimy and sticky and gross when you do, but that's up to you. So we're gonna do a slice and I'll show you what the inside is supposed to look like. Gorgeous. So it's perfect, white, no gills, no nothing going on there. It's just a meaty white inside. I'm gonna slice these up like steaks and then fry them up like steaks with butter and salt and garlic. And they're gonna be amazing. You can see here what I mean. This just easy, peels right off just like that, super simple. Any of that dirt that you were worried about is gone. Today what I'm gonna do is butter, garlic powder, salt, and a little bit of pepper. This is gonna shrink down quite a bit whenever it's done cooking. But you basically want to get your pan nice and hot, get that butter melted. And yeah, get that in there and sear it like old Gordon Ramsay would tell you to do. People ask if you can eat them raw. I don't know, but I wouldn't. Also, with that being said, I'm not a mushroomologist or a fungiologist or any sort of expert of anything. So don't just be eating wild things and say, hey, she told me to do it when you get sick. I'm telling you what I'm eating, what it looks like, and what I know you shouldn't be eating. So do your research and enjoy. All right, I'm gonna flip it over. Beautiful, I love it. Ooh, look at how good this looks. Okay, I've got my giant puffball steak. Cuts up really nicely. It's got the consistency of like cooked egg almost, like an omelet. That's so good. Oh my god. I love it.